everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts, and if you're new here, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. So today I want to work on my jean and flannel junk journal, and if you guys need to get caught up with us, I have a playlist on the end screen, so you guys can come check it out. And yeah, this is really fun. I'm having a great time making this with you guys. So what I have is just it's a old pair of jeans that my son doesn't fit anymore, and a work flannel of my husband's. He's a contractor, so it already has paint on it and some mudding and some concrete and just all kinds of goodies that's grunged up already. And I washed the flannel and I washed the jeans, so everything's washed. It's just the stuff that won't come out, like some of the stains and stuff, which is exactly what I wanted. So this is so much fun. So keep your old clothes, keep your kids' clothes, keep your neighbors' clothes, keep your friends' clothes, anybody that has anything that they're trying to get rid of, and especially jeans and flannels. I love it. I love it. It's just so much fun. Or even blouses like with lace on it and stuff. Those are great too. Like different things like that. So just kind of look at your stuff differently, and yeah, you can make some fun journals out of it. So today what I want to do with you guys is we are going to take our inside of our journal. So this is the whole inside of the journal. Okay. And I want to glue it on the cover. So we're going to have the cover glued to the inside of our journal. Okay. So I want to do that today. And then if we have time, I want to go through and do some decorating, maybe some collages and stuff on some of the pockets, and you know, add little tabs and different things like that, and maybe do some beads, little danglers. So yeah, so let's get started here. Okay, so what I want to do is make sure my journal's the right way. Okay, so that's right side up. That's always a good thing to do. So make sure it's right side up. Oh, and I didn't show you guys this last time. What I did, because this was flapping all over the place, and I didn't like how it was doing that, so I just took a piece of thread, tied it here, and then wrapped it around and did some gluing. Like I tied it off around the button here and then glued it really good. So now it won't flap everywhere. And I did the same with these little beads, the little yellow beads. I just did a little bit of Fabrifix glue. That's what we're going to be using today too, is just Fabrifix glue. And I just did a dot and then put those down. So then now they're not flapping all over. So it just seems a little more secure. Okay, so I want to show you guys that real quick. Okay, so now we're going to flip it over. Make sure your closures are out of the way. Those are over to the side. Make sure all your threads are out of the way of where you're gluing. Okay, and then we're going to take our glue, and I'm just going to give it a generous amount of glue on our paper bag here. Okay, so you just want to make sure, you want to give it a good glue down here. Okay, and then make sure your journal is upright and all your threads that you want out of the way are out of the way. And we're just going to, I think I'm going to stand up for this moment here. So we're going to line up our spines like that. Put down our one side, and then I'm going to glue the other side here. Okay. So go ahead and look at it real quick, because we can always move it if we need to, but I think I'm going to like it the way it is. Let's see here. I don't even mind that. I like the thread that you can see right here. That's kind of cool. Like I said, this is just a journal that we're not going to overthink anything. We're not going to be like, oh my gosh, that one's out of place. The string isn't where I want it. The thread's not where I want it. The thing is showing here that I didn't want it. But you know what? I'm going with it. I'm going with it and letting this journal make itself, because I think those are the best, you know. Those are so much fun. And look at that. I think that turned out pretty cool, guys. We are together here. Together as I'm gonna be. Okay, so let's see. So you just make sure we're pressing it all, getting it glued. Everything just mesh together here. Oh, and hear that. There's our crinkle. There's our paper. Yes, that's what we wanted. Okay. So now let's open it up and look at it and just make sure everything's where we want it. Looks really good to me. I mean, if you guys wanted to, you could go through and glue here too, if you want to attach that part. Or you could even take it to the sewing machine and do some sewing. You know, you could sew just around the edges too. Like, you could have just sewed this together instead of gluing it. You could just do, you know, a sew all the way. You can just do it all the way around and attach it down if you want to. But I think I'm happy like this. I think this turned out really, really cool. So there we go. So that's how we put it all together. So now we're at this stage. And what I want to do next is just go like decorating, you know, do some decoration, maybe some, you know, fabric collages and things like that, like here and on this side. So different things like that. Okay, so I'm still just kind of pressing just to get everything glued. I think we're looking good. Okay, so let me collect up some things and we'll do some fun collaging. Okay, so I know I said collaging, but I meant like clusters and stuff like that. Okay, so let's see. I went ahead and fussy cut out another sunflower out of my sunflower fabric that I have here. Okay, and then I just have some fun things to play with. I mean, some extra flannel, some fun yellow. I even had this, which is just a black netting. This came off of our ham that we made for Thanksgiving. So I really loved it that it was a black color. So I think that could be fun to throw in. Of course, I have my fun fur, which this is gonna go great. It's just the eyelash yarn. Okay, and you know, just some fun coffee dyed fabrics and different things like that. And who knows, we might throw some of these in. Probably not, but I just have them out. And then I just got some more yellow stuff and embroidery thread. I mean, you never know. And just some fun little things to play with. So this is my coffee dyed fabric, and I could put how I made these little bundles. I made coffee dyed bundles, and I will put that on the end screen if you guys want to come check it out. Okay, and let's see. So I'm just gonna start going here. And I'm just gonna start putting these all together and make fun little clusters throughout, and I'm gonna do that in the time lapse. Okay, so I'm so glad I did a lot of that in a time lapse, but I'm going to explain it with you guys real quick, just to do a quick, just showing you guys what I did. But yeah, that took a second. So, and this would have been a really long video. So what I did here is I just fussy cut out the sunflower, put some thread behind it, did some coffee dyed lace with a little bit of flannel right here, as you can see. I ripped a piece and just kind of glued it there. So I'm just I was just going with it. I was just kind of just getting out of my own head and just kind of just going, grabbing some things that I have around me. So get out all your fun stuff that you want to play with and just start gluing it down or sewing it on, however you want to do that. So now over here, I just grabbed a bunch of different things. I did coffee dyed fabric with some leftover flower material, the sunflower, a flannel, and threw in some of this yellow, really fun stuff. It's like nice and shimmery. Put some threads throughout, put it all together, and then put this on the outside of it and kind of sandwiched it like a little burrito, and wrapped around some coffee dyed lace here, and then did some sewing. I just did some stitching with my floss. I was gonna say dental floss. My what is this called? The embroidery thread or embroidery floss. That's what it is. So I just went and did that, did some X's here, put down some rickrack behind it, and just glued all this down. And I wanted it to kind of peek out on this side. And then I was like, well, we need something easy to open these pockets. So I just took some of the shirt, the flannel, and just put them there for tabs to be able to open and put things in here and take it out. So I got all that with the button. I just took it and glued the part with the button on top. If you guys can hear that, that's my space heater, because it's really cold in here right now. It's cold today. So I have that going in the background, so you might be able to hear that. And then here I just did a little cluster here, and I put down some of this from the ham, so some of this netting, and I put that down, put down some coffee dyed little woven fabric back behind with some of the eyelash yarn, a ribbon that I just folded, and some threads, and some of this fun little rickrack on top, and glued it all together. So I just made a little cluster, and then I put a tab here. So we're able to open this up and put things in and out. Okay, and then here I made a fun little pocket with lace, coffee dyed lace, and the eyelash yarn with the rickrack, and just did that and glued it all and made a little pocket. So I thought that would be fun. Okay, and then the last thing here is did some fussy cut of the sunflower, did some threads back behind, did the eyelash thread or yarn, glued that down, and then did some of these little balls. Oh my god, I love them. I just knew I wanted to use them somewhere, and they match really nice. But I put down some lace, coffee dyed lace first. I went ahead and glued that down on the bottom first, and then put the little balls on top. But isn't that fun, you guys? I just think that turned out so cool. So those are kind of neat how they're peeking out like that when you have it all closed. Okay, and then down here I made sure to have some of the lace sticking low enough so I can have the hole. And I did a bold pin with some beads on it and a key. And I went ahead and put some wooden beads on the bottom of the signatures. I kept the poly wax thread. I kept it long so I could put some beads down here to dangle down at the bottom. And yeah, so that's what I did. So this is as far as I've gotten so far with this. I'm having so much fun making fun things to put in here and to add to it and to put this together with you guys. It's just so much fun. So I hope you guys found this informational. And if you could please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you guys can see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. And keep on crafting.